Welcome back to Art Stars TV. This is Nadja, and I am your host. Always have been, always will be, and I'm here with New York artist Cherie Corso.
Nadja, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be in your presence with all your knowledge and everything you know, and I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, I mean, your hair looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you. This is my real hair. I get asked so many questions. Is it hair extensions or anything? And I'll tell you the secret.
What is the secret?
The secret is don't wash it every day. You know what? Sometimes I go 2 weeks before I wash it.
What?
Ooh, yeah.
Doesn't that make the pillow dirty?
No, and it doesn't smell. It honestly doesn't smell. And when you sleep, you just put not a bonnet, but just a couple bobby pins in it, and that's it.
Okay.
I think the water and the chemicals and the shampoos and the products are ruining people's hair. I really do.
Okay. See, when I don't wash my hair, I get a lot of earwax. It's just like, I don't know, everything to clean every day.
But your hair, you won't be able to hear, but your hair will look great.
What? Okay, so you tell me about you. I don't know where to even start.
Okay. Well, my degree is in marketing, and I went to college in Boston. And I am an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I love people, and I love business. I love marketing. And
you're an artist.
And I'm an artist.
That's why you're on Art Stars.
That's it.
Right?
I'm an artist.
You make public art.
Yes, public art. And I'm working on a project right now, and it's called The Pulse of New York. But I have something really weird to tell you about this.
Okay.
When I was in high school, at Notre Dame Academy, an all-girl high school, I was in charge, the treasurer, I was in charge of a dance, okay? So what I did was I took a big canvas and I glued pictures of all men over the canvas from all the magazines, and I put pens so people would sign next to the person that they wanted to dance with. It was just fun. So here I am years later. And I'm kind of doing the same thing with canvases.
Really?
Isn't that weird how it ties together?
Wow. That's
yeah,
parallel.
I was just thinking, not that that means anything, but what I do, Nadja, is I paint 5 boroughs, 5 canvases. I painted in the studio. And
like a background.
Like a background, like the vibe of the borough.
The vibe of the borough. And you've been to all the boroughs because you've lived in New York for a very long time.
Yes. And every canvas has a different vibe. And I invite the people to walk on the canvas. I trace their footprint, or I let them write something on it. Then I bring it back to my studio and I create, the footprints are there, but I create it into something. For example, the Unisphere in Queens. I created the 2 footprints into the Unisphere.
So for those who don't know, like let's say you're in Canada, New York City's made of 5 boroughs. We've got the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and
Queens.
And Queens.
And Mondavi just did the whole thing in front of the Unisphere. And that was all over the place. And people were mad. A lot of New Yorkers were mad.
Why were they mad? First of all, the Unisphere, if you've never been there, it's like a giant public art sculpture. It looks like a globe that's transparent and empty, and it's like a silver enormous sculpture like Atlas or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the U.S. Open is in Queens.
That's where they held it.
Yeah.
So what was he doing there? So we got
That's
this new mayor.
He did his speech accepting being mayor and talking to the people.
Why did he choose there?
That's what people were saying. Why did he choose there? They were saying one world, one globe.
It's because it's a working class area.
Yeah.
You know?
So anyhow, now people know what the Unisphere is because there was a lot of conversation about it.
Yeah.
But back to me, Nadja.
Yeah, back to you.
Back to us.
If we talk politics, we're going to be here all night.
I know, really. But you know what?
We got to have dinner.
I think everybody in New York is, because it was a close race, and it was really, like, I will say 48-51, whatever the race was.
Really? It was that so close?
It was so
kidding me?
Close.
I mean, I can't vote because I'm Canadian, so
right.
I wish I could.
Right.
This is a city of immigrants, and half of us can't vote. But it was a close vote, and that's a reflection of the country.
Exactly. That's a reflection. But you know what? We need to assimilate to what New York is. It's diversity. It's a mixture of everything, and it's unity. It just can't be one way. And I think a lot of people are really afraid. I think people are afraid.
But that unity,
yeah,
to focus on the positive aspects of what you
unity.
just said, is in your artwork for the project, The Pulse of New York.
Exactly. And the Pulse of New York
is diverse.
Everybody is welcome to walk on the canvas.
Yeah.
Everybody is welcome to make their mark on it. And I've been hearing, it really changed my life because I've been hearing so many stories about why people are in New York and what their symbol means. For example, in Times Square, someone put a star on it because they want to be a star, and they were down to their last month of rent. And they had to go home if they didn't get the audition.
New York will push you to that limit.
It will push you to the limit.
And even just plow right beyond it.
Oh, right.
And you're just like, I'm done. I'm done with New York. How many times have people...
And then the phone rings. Hi, are you available? I'll be right there. Does that happen all the time? It's
all the time.
But you know what? That's what makes New York great. We bounce.
No, man. Sometimes you just drown and you're like, you know what? I just got it. But
oh my God. I mean, we've all been there where you're like, you know, for some reason your credit card is rejected. It could be a techno problem, financial, whatever it is.
You're cheated on. Your friends
You're cheated on.
Your friends are, you've got bed bugs.
Your ideas are stolen. Everything.
Right?
Yeah. And then
something good will just come your way.
Little pixie dust, and you're back in the game. And that's what New York is, the resilience. And the New Yorker will be the first one to help you. And you don't have to be in New York to be a New Yorker. People from all over the world want to live here, and they want to be a part of this vibe. And it's really a magical place.
Right.
And people that even leave New York, like a boomerang, we got to get back.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to quote Eric Adams because, like,
oh, yeah.
You know, we're on an art. We are art stars. But
yeah,
I have to tell you, as somebody who's a journalist in New York, who I've been covering culture and art for 15 years, and I end up at these galas.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And these galas is where people have money to give away. And the mayor is always giving speeches at these galas.
Okay.
And he said, you know, there's two types of Americans, people who live in New York and people who wish they live in New York. And I thought that was a really, really bold statement.
It is.
You know, very bold.
It's the number one tourist place where everyone wants to come.
But and some people I know say New York City is the greatest place in the world. And then other people hate it and think that the rent is overpriced and can't understand why anybody would want to live here.
Be here.
You know, and
absolutely.
But I mean, people will fight for their life just to stay here.
To stay here. And on the canvases, when you see them, you feel the New York energy. You feel the stories. You wonder why somebody put that mark there. You wonder whose footprint is it. It's living and breathing, and it can never be duplicated. And let me tell you, Naja, I've traveled around to every borough, on the trains, in the subways, at
with
night.
These giant paintings that you've rolled up.
With these 5-foot canvases rolled up, and I can whip that baby out anywhere, get the footprints and get it going. I've had encounters with Queen Latifah, Brittany Howard.
The realtor.
What's
his name?
Sirhan.
Yeah, Ryan Sirhan. He's been walked on it.
Yeah, and signed it. And so many people. And what they all say is thank you. Everybody is like, thank you. They want to be a part of it. Why? Because they want to be a part of art. Art makes the world go round. Art is the heartbeat of everything.
But it's funny you say that because art, I come from the art world. And I went to, you know, I have a BFA and Bachelor of Fuck All in painting. And the art world is so separate. It's from the real world. And it's like, you know, away in its ivory tower and its museums, art galleries. People are too intimidated to walk into these spaces. They don't feel like they understand it.
Exactly.
You can't even say, I want to buy that painting. I have the budget for it.
Right, exactly.
And then it's like buying a Hermes bag or, you know, right. It's like this exclusive club that you have to earn your way into. It's very bizarre, but you're doing the opposite of that. You're making art accessible because it's on the street.
Right.
Everyone can participate in it. So the way it works, in case you haven't figured it out or don't know, Cherie has these 5 paintings.
You're so good. You're
right?
so good.
And you've got to, she takes them. She says, one day, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this. And she'll take a large 5 by 7 foot painting.
5 canvases. roll up the canvas.
Just one. She brings one at a time.
One
right?
at a time to the borough.
Right. So it's like getting on the train, getting off at the financial district on Wall Street.
Oh, that was good in front of the bull.
Right. And then rolling out the canvas on the sidewalk. And then everybody who's walking by on the sidewalk, very busy, right? Very busy neighborhood, no matter which one you're in. And she just kind of waits for people to come up and say, what are you doing? And then she'll say, step on my canvas, step on my art with your foot, with your shoe. It's fine. And she will trace with, a piece of chalk or
oil pastel.
Oil pastel, and she'll trace your foot basically. And she has because Cherie comes from like a Reiki background.
Yes, I'm a Reiki master, and I feel the energy. And I pick the color. Really, people don't realize it. I'm picking the color that I think they should put there, and we're creating art together on a different level. And they are like, I want to be a part of this. I'm anxious. But yet, okay, put your foot here, and it's creating this art. And they feel it.
And then people who are across the street see what you're doing.
Right.
And then they go over and they say, what is this? Can I partake in it? Because I just want to experience it. And then next thing you know, you've got a crowd of people. That's 3 hours have passed.
3 hours have passed. I've heard every story, why they're in New York. I asked them what they like about New York. And you know what? People love it.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, what's great, they just keep it moving. Keep it moving, honey.
But you also give your pastel to them so they can also go down on their hands
when I'm
knees.
Feeling it, like they have something to say, like a Chinese gentleman, I had problems with the communications, but he wanted to write something.
Yeah.
So I gave it to him. And in Staten Island, that was really one of the most international places, Staten Island, right
Nobody
near the ferry.
goes there, and you should go to Staten Island because it is cool. They've got a Haagen-Dazs as soon as you get off the ferry.
Exactly.
And we got off there.
Oh, yeah. They have everything. Mental institution, a famous mental institution,
that's
great
closed
restaurants.
And abandoned. And lots of art students like to break into it and take, artsy photos.
Yeah.
But they have the greatest pizza in New York.
Pizza, yeah.
Apparently.
Seafood, pizza.
They have
an attitude. They have an attitude. They're happy they're on Staten Island.
Staten Island has lots of roads.
Right.
It's very much a part of a city. It has subway stops.
Right. And they call it the Forgotten Borough. Staten, Italy.
Staten, Italy.
So many different names for it. The Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu-Tang Clan is from there.
From Staten Island.
And it's
great.
cool. I've had fun there. I've gone. I had a friend who brought me to a restaurant where everybody knows each other.
Yep.
Everybody knows each other there.
It's great.
And then they're like, who are you? And they welcome you in. They're nice, friendly people.
Exactly. I love Staten Island.
I feel safe there.
I felt very safe there. You know what, Naja? I am walking around with the canvas, with chalk.
That's taller than you.
Yeah, I'm a tall girl, and putting it out. And I did not have, at all different hours of the night, I have not had one bad experience. Knock on wood. Not one bad experience. People they really want to participate on it. I've had police, firemen, pedicabs, waiters, waitresses. It's gone out in the restaurant. It's gone out in front of the bowl, the financial district, everywhere. And when you see it, and of course you'll all be invited, and my goal is to get it in the Brooklyn Museum or into the City Museum. So
MCNY.
Yeah.
You better hear that.
Yeah.
And it's good to have ambition as an artist.
Right.
Because and say, I want it in a museum because more people will see it.
More people will see it, and it'll bring more people to the museum. And it's very funny as I'm going along and I'm doing it. People are watching it on the Instagram and they're like, oh, that's my mark. And they see how it evolves. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I should have, had a professional camera crew with me, but maybe that would have changed the dynamic of it.
Or maybe you can do that next time.
Next time when we do the Pulse of the World.
Wow.
Wouldn't
Tell
that be
me
great?
About that.
I'd love to travel around and just do it because you know what? I really do feel that we're all the same. I do. We all want the same thing. We all want to feel good. We all want some friends. We want some families. We want to be validated. And how do we do it? Through art. That's why art is so important. There is nothing without art. And you see how it's going into the NBA and it's everywhere you go. beautiful artwork everywhere. The guys getting off the walking through the tunnel for the sports, their styling, their fashion, they want to show it. That's another form of expression of art through fashion.
Definitely.
It calms us down. We love art. I love
Right.
art. That's why this show is awesome.
Right.
It's awesome. Whether you're an actress or an artist
Reality
or creator,
stars.
reality star.
And this show started like being critical of the art. It was like video art criticism because it was in a time, 2009-10, when you could criticize people without getting as much of a backlash. You could be snarky. And now it's like, you just got to kiss everybody's ass all the time and just be superficial because you're not even going to find a critical art review in Art in America magazine anymore, and nobody reads it anyway.
Well, you know what the new luxury is?
Time?
Nope. And what the new thing is that everyone is? It's silence. Do we have to voice our opinion all the time?
That's a good point.
Do we have to say it? I'm always, I think, does anyone really care what Cherie thinks? Can I say it through art? Can I say it through other things? Can I say it through silence?
Because you don't want to waste your energy.
I don't want to waste the energy sometimes because you know what? Some people have preconceived ideas. But you know what? Conversation is good. We'd be nothing without conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
And New York is really about connection and connecting with new people.
Oh, it's connecting with new people.
Like the people you meet here are amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. They are artistic. They are smart. They want it. People in New York are on a mission. Like they don't want to waste their time. But they'll help you too.
I know they will, but it's also a double-edged sword because I hate to say it, New York, people can be transactional where it's like they'll offer you something and you might take it, but you're going to pay the price because they're going to expect something in return from you.
Right. We all know that.
Don't take anything from anybody and then you're closed off from any sort of like abundance energy, which is terrible.
Right.
Or, you give things freely to other people, whether it's however you want to look at it, and you have no expectation of getting anything in return because that's the best way to just let something go.
That's amazing that you said that because when I have the canvas on the street and people are walking by, I often find myself, it doesn't cost anything and you can be a part of it because they think that maybe, if I step on it, I have to pay money or I have to do something.
That's the society we live in.
And that's a society we live in and it's absolutely free. I'm self-funding this. It's absolutely free. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to Art Basel, and I'm going to start making connections there, and we'll get it there. Hey, if a banana with masking tape, right?
You'll be able to roll out the Miami canvas.
All right, the Miami canvas.
And just see who steps on it there.
Right, exactly.
Right? So it's a combination of a painting, which you paint with paint on a canvas. Mm-hmm. And then it is footprints of people who walk on it and outlines. And then it is like graffiti.
Graffiti and iconic things from the borough. For example, we were talking about the Unisphere. When I talk about Manhattan.
The Staten Island Ferry.
The Staten Island Ferry.
That's painted on it. Yeah.
In Manhattan, I had to put the bull. The Wall Street
Bull, which is a sculpture in the financial district of a girl coming face to face with a bull. It's a bronze sculpture, and it symbolizes strength and overcoming.
Yep. That you're so good.
Well, it's because I know what it's like to not be from somewhere and then being like, what are you even talking about?
What are you talking about? In the Bronx, we got, Bronx Tale, the bodegas, the vibe, the Italian, so much. I think there's even tomato sauce and olive oil on the canvas. I swear, because I rolled it out in the marketplace.
I love
had famous race car driver walk on it. The chefs in the restaurant. I mean, people. That's what makes everything up. Everybody has a voice, and it takes all of us.
That. Yeah,
yeah, and that's it.
How did you first get inspired to do it?
Just watching people.
Are you a people watcher?
I'm a people watcher. I love watching people. Do you like watching people?
No.
Really?
I'd rather read a book or
I love people. I love people.
They're love so interacting. Annoying.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
They're high maintenance.
But you like you're a social person though, right? Do you like to go to parties?
Let's keep it at the surface.
Really?
And leave the party. Bye.
See ya.
Nice to know you. Nice to forget you.
God. She's too much. Right. But yeah, it's how I do like people. I really do. I enjoy people.
And you wanted something that was going to maybe
Gonna
engage them.
Engage them. How can I talk to everybody? How would I talk to a pedicab driver? Or how would I talk to this person and that person? And I've talked to everybody. I've talked to people from all over the world, places that I didn't even know were on the map. Taikik.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, my entry point to talk to people is I started becoming a photographer.
That's your thing, yeah.
Right? So that was my way to connect with people because, if you show up at a New York party with a camera, everyone will come up to you and ask you, do you shoot for Getty? Can you take my picture?
Exactly.
I don't shoot for Getty, but, I will take your picture if you let me do it the way I want to.
Exactly. I have something interesting. Humanities of New York was just he took pictures and he wrote about people's stories, random people. And it was all over Grand Central.
Yeah.
And pictures and photographs and everything. And I was like, wow, I'd love to do something like this. So I checked it out, $5 million. So with the canvas, paints, and everything, I'm doing it. I'm not paying $5 million to get it out there, and I think it can be just as effective.
Right?
It's not about the money. It reaches
Which
a
is
point.
so
It's
funny.
not about the money. It's not. I swear, Naja, I'm going to get a tattoo when I'm done. Mm-hmm. Yep, I said it.
Is that the surprise?
No, that's not the surprise.
Okay, what are you going to get as a tattoo? Please tell me.
I feel like saying the pulse or something like that.
Just get like a big gangster thing across the neck, the pulse of New York. Like here, pulse of New York.
Maybe like just a little tiny thing. I need to do something when I finish this because I'm doing the documentary with it too and showing the people talking on it. I need to do something. It hasn't come to me yet. I think it might be a tattoo.
Yeah, you
just
should.
a little one.
Go big. I'm covered in tattoos.
You're so bold. You're so bold.
Right? It's like you only live once. It's like when you collaborate with a tattoo artist, it's like they want the more space of like the skin, the better.
Really?
They don't like doing little tattoos. It's not a piece of jewelry. It's like give these artists, room. Let's like see what
Oh my gosh, Naja.
Right? I'm covered in tattoos.
Wow. What's your favorite?
Probably these.
Yep, I know that one.
My dad's birth and death dates.
Yep.
Or this, Gonzo journalism. That's like the Gonzo journalism
symbol. Oh my
symbol.
God, that's really cool.
Year of the Tiger, some Veni Vidi Vici, some like good luck.
Do you have a Scorpio on there?
No, because I feel like that's too obvious.
It's too obvious.
Yeah.
I like the sets Greek.
This? Or the Alpha Omega. My ancestors were from the Greek island of Crete.
Oh, you're a badass.
But when people see
She's a badass.
When people see that, they're like, oh, is that Alpha Omega? Was that like your fraternity in university? I was like,
Beta Big High.
I know. I was like, I didn't even think about that. Oh my God. And then I got this because I just liked it. But then people think it's from the Depeche Mode album cover. But that's cool.
But there's something very interesting about your tattoos.
They're all symbols.
They're all symbols and the placement of them.
Yeah. The fridge magnet approach.
Sometimes up here, the weight. Do you feel the weight of your father's death where it is up here?
Yeah. It's just also just
or
like
it's
a
a
cool
reminder. Or is it your backbone and makes you stand straight, like he's on your shoulders?
Yeah, for
it
sure.
Could mean a lot of different things.
It's just that it's so interesting that it's like a death-based tattoo, and then the artist who did it, he was from LA and he lived on Skid Row and he was a drug addict, and he ended up going. He's telling me this whole story while I'm getting the tattoos, and he went to jail. He got caught for like some kind of drug charge or something or some sort of crime, and he cleaned up his act, and then he got out of jail and said, I want to, I'm an artist. I want to be a tattoo artist. And
That's beautiful.
He got this job at this amazing tattoo studio in New York City. How? I don't know, but he was an amazing artist. And every time I go to LA, I think about him, even though he lives here.
But he made an impression. See, that's it. It's like it's never too late.
And that's an impression literally on my body
that you wear.
Yeah,
and you have pleasant thoughts about it. And it's
that's
about
the power
recreating
of art.
The power of art.
Yeah,
art is. Let me say it again. Art's everything. It really is.
Right.
It's a feeling.
I feel like love is everything. That's.
You know what was really interesting with Gen Z. I hear they're not being very intimate. There are more virgins in the Gen Z than I can even imagine. They want that relationship, but they're not doing anything. I'm
Rather
like,
like
don't
our
they? Yeah. Which is like, look at sex, breathing, eating. It's all part of who we are,
Mhm.
right? How can you deny yourself of that?
Because they grew up on the internet.
Yeah.
So they're not used to, I don't know. I can't say anything. I'm Gen Z. I was born 1980.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
were you
yeah.
born?
I'll tell you this. I was born in 1963.
Wow.
Yeah, so I remember, "Hey, get up. Honey, can you change the TV station?" We'd have to literally get up and change the TV station, VCRs.
Did you bring a newspaper?
No, but I have everything. I know all current events.
Okay,
Okay,
what's going
let's
on in the news? And turn your there we go. So you can
okay.
yeah.
What is going on in the news? Well, right now, the stock market is going up, which is really good. Green on the screen. People are absolutely in shock. We don't realize how much New York is affecting this election, has affected people around the world. People are really scared. People think it is, communism coming.
And then on the other side of it, people are really happy because they think that Donald Trump has like a rival who's strong enough to like go high in the Democratic Party. So a lot of like left-wing people are like, yeah, that's our hero.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
But
only a mayor. It's not like,
But a lot of the
but still.
Democrats don't like him and are mad at him. Nancy Pelosi
She just
is
retired.
retired. Yeah. And the government shutdown is still going on. And I think they should just fire them all. Fire them all. And let's just get new people in and get this government running.
And then there's layoffs on the
The
American
airline.
Airlines.
Will you fly these days?
That's scary. I
I
was like,
know.
well,
I
these
was
poor
thinking
people,
about that.
5,000 people lost their job.
Yeah, and there's a couple of air flight problems.
Yeah, like airspace.
Base, yeah.
That's never happened.
I know it's never happened. Like all these things that we're thinking of, there is out there. A lot of people are saying there's a spiritual war going on.
Really?
Yeah, have you heard this?
No, tell me.
Oh, yeah, it's like good against evil. And praying, it's very important to pray. It's very important. Whatever your denomination is, whatever that you have to believe in a higher power. You really do. And a lot of people are really going, getting back into the church and praying more, or getting back into the temples, and they're scared. They're scared about what's going on in the world.
How do we feel about where we are in the art world?
In the art world, I feel that it is always room for creativity. People are talking about being replaced by digital and AI.
There's a lot of that digital art stuff going on. Or
That
like
doesn't
VR art. And I'm like,
that doesn't worry me because
it's not that it worries me. It's just that like I'm worried at how boring the art world has become.
yeah.
And how safe it's become, because good art is based on taking risks.
You know what I've also noticed, that art is defined in many different ways today.
Yeah,
On the
that too.
canvas, it's defined very differently. I was watching one artist and he cracks open a bottle of wine and he throws the wine at the canvas and then he traces it. People are on swinging from the chandeliers. I mean, they're painting with, brooms and this and that. But it's kind of cool. But I also think there is the depth and the meaning behind it. At least that's what I want to buy when I look at a painting, and I love art. I just don't want like generic art where it's just made like on a conveyor belt, or I want art that means something. It has to resonate. It has to resonate. It has to tell a story. I have to feel something when I see it. And I think that's what the Pulse of New York, you feel it. You might not be able to define it, and you might be able to, look at it. And people also, with people's feelings, like there is an age difference between us. When I was growing up, we didn't talk about everything like we talk about today. We didn't put it out there. Okay.
I know. I can't believe I said that, because I would, lie on my Wikipedia page. I'm only 34.
Yeah.
A lot of people do
look,
that
I'm
now.
like my age of putting it out there. And just like graffiti art, think about it. it used to be underground graffiti. It used to be like
Badass.
secretive.
Illegal. You could get
Badass,
arrested.
illegal. Now we're like displaying it in the museums.
Or like hotels are hiring graffiti artists to do a
to
mural.
do it. Exactly. Everything is out there. Everything is talked about. And one way I think it's good. And then other ways I think that, is there anything that we're just keeping to ourselves anymore?
True.
Is there anything? Like, you know what? Just, yeah.
Don't overshare.
I overshare sometimes. Do you overshare?
You don't overshare online, though.
Oh, no.
You're not.
I learned my lesson, honey. I learned my lesson. I've done national news and I've done stuff like that. And I've very strongly have voiced my opinions on things. And I've had people saying, oh, I want to decapitate you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. People really come hard if they disagree with what you're saying.
So let's talk, before we wrap this up, let's talk about marketing.
Yes.
Your marketing advice for artists.
You know what? I see so many artists and they think it's all social media that they have to get out there. And I know a lot of artists and they have warehouses full of art. What is this about? Get your art out there. Even if you did a beautiful painting and you have to just get it hung somewhere, just get your work out there. Let people see it. The way that we communicate today, though, is through social media, is through Facebook, is through media. And I do think that there is also a whisper campaign for art, too. If it's good, people will find you. There's a lot out there, but if people will find you, if it's interesting, people will find you.
Right. And the Pulse of New York is not a digital art piece.
No,
it's all about in real life connection.
Human being from around the world has walked on it or touched it. And people say, oh, does it smell this and that? Well, it's all treated with, after it's done, it's sprayed and treated. But you know what? There is a scratch, sniff, and feel about it. And you do want to touch it.
Right. So you're going to do the Pulse of the World and you're going to have a canvas for each city.
Exactly. We're going to go do the UK first.
Right.
That's it. Or
roll
maybe do Italy
canvas.
First, roll the canvas, put it someplace, and have everybody in the world. Wouldn't that be really cool?
Yeah. And then there's one canvas to represent each city around the world that you get a chance to go to.
Exactly. Every place will have a canvas.
Right. And it will be reflective of the people that you met when you were there.
Exactly.
What more could you ask for?
What more could you ask for? The Pulse of New York it could be the pulse of
Manchester.
Canada, the pulse of Manchester,
the pulse
of real estate, the pulse of
Nigeria.
The
pulse of Marrakesh. I know I'm throwing out countries and city names.
You're so well traveled. Let me ask you a question. In all your travels, where did you find the most interesting artwork?
It depends on your taste in art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Marrakesh is a great city for art and they do have a lot of good art fairs and it does bring in together art from Europe and Africa and, North America. But I would have to say local art, I would say Berlin. I mean, I spent 7 years there, but it is kind of a non-commercial city of production of art.
Right. Yeah.
And so there's very different aspects of history. Like there was one, factory studio that I visited and it had all of the pieces of the Berlin Wall that they've salvaged and kept. And they're like these concrete slabs and people have put graffiti on those. And then there was one sort of hidden in the back and it was like a portrait of Barack Obama on it. And I said, well, what is this doing here? And they said, well, anytime we bring it out, it gets like destroyed and people put graffiti over it because they don't like him or they don't like, what America represents, in Germany. And this is when I was living there, I think it was 2013 or something like that. But I didn't expect that because I just thought Obama was like this hero because that's
exactly
the narrative that I've been
that we've been fed.
Right. But there's people in other parts of the world where they're like, no, we don't want to look at that.
No.
So that was Berlin is also a very political
but very
center.
Exactly.
So it's like
very Germans very political, they will tell you like it is.
But it's like if you have a German passport, that's the most powerful passport in the world. Like I find that so interesting. But back to art because but I would say Australia as well. Sydney is a really great art city. I think London has some of the most incredible museums. So does Paris. So does Vienna. I think the Belvedere Museum is one of my favorite museums. Vienna is so underrated art-wise. I think it's
Yeah.
crazy cool. And then Reykjavik, Iceland. Yeah. And
Oh,
Helsinki, Finland. Comic art coming out of Helsinki. Very cool.
you're just, you know what? This show, you are the most wonderful host because you know so much and you've traveled.
Yeah, but I end up asking questions. I didn't.
No, you are like amazing because you know you have substance.
Oh, thanks.
You have substance.
Yeah.
You're just not regurgitating, as you were saying, that when you're interviewing people, you can't ask this. They just want you to regurgitate the same information over and
Narrative.
over. And that's where journalism has lost its
I know.
flair.
And that's why podcasting is on the rise, because you get to say whatever you want. You control the narrative. You are the platform. You know, you pay for the camera, you pay for the lights, you pay for the mics, you do your thing. You say
Right.
whatever you want. You don't have some editor saying, well, you have to take that out because that doesn't fit with our brand.
Right, exactly.
Now everybody's their own brand and they can say what they want, which means that there's some less informed stuff, but you need not always.
That's it. Absolutely.
So-
It's really funny that you said in the own brand, in the different boroughs. In the Bronx, it was like people were like, Bronx. They wanted to write Bronx on it, this and that. In Brooklyn, and they wanted to do self-branding. They wanted to write their names more on it. Like, oh, write my initials, write my name. It was really very interesting. I have to go back at a lot of the footage and of what people were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Cherie Corso Art on Instagram.
Thank you.
Corso.
Right? And Corso means the way in Italian.
Oh, wow. So check her out on Instagram and TikTok, Cherie Corso, and you'll find us on Art Stars TV on YouTube.
Right.
And hopefully I'll get these episodes up on Apple Podcasts or something because, like, I got to stop procrastinating.
You get it done.
Right? Thank you for tuning in.